Lovers of the association. This is your guy Marcellus Ease, and we are in for a treat. The boys down in San Antonio are ready to insert their stake into this modern era by getting Wemby some help, acquiring DeAaron Fox, not afraid of being in position to give out a large contract. This is the first time in quite a while we've seen the Spurs put some chips in the table and to be willing, not necessarily to go all in, but at least to have a foot in the game. And even after this trade, they're in a great position. They didn't have to give up guys like Keldon Johnson, Jeremy Sohan, and most importantly, Steven Castle. And also having a good amount of players on great salaries going forward, especially for that 2026 free agency. The Spurs are setting themselves to make quite a splash. But as far as DeAaron Fox, in this segment right here, we'll see his instant impact on this Spurs offense. I'm not going to say no more. Let's just get to it.
I don't want nothing that looked like Elvis. He stole. That's how I was talking to fake Elvises right now. What the fuck I'm gonna do? I'm posing like fucking Elvis. Fuck is Elvis?
I'll go right.
Now, the way the Spurs are starting to build this team around Wemby, they have a number of guys who could defend multiple positions, like Vessel, Sohan, and of course the newly addition 6'6" Steven Castle. So you can only imagine with Fox now inserted into this whole Spurs equation with his speed in transition, the Spurs are going to start looking a lot different. Look at his position right here off this steal and look where Fox ends up. Ooh, he is gone. With that speed, easy bucket was created right there. When you look at De'Aaron Fox's speed, it reminds you of only a few players in the league who are really like that. Guys like Tyrese Maxey and just the dynamics he brings to the 76ers, especially in that pick and roll with Embiid. That's what really makes it deadly. The fact that he can go downhill real quick along with just Embiid being a big who's skilled enough to pick and pop, and he could finish at the rim. And this same dynamic is going to be applied here along with Wemby. And defenses will begin to adjust to San Antonio, especially with the pressure Fox is constantly going to put at the rim. As defenders now, they're going to begin to trail back a lot further, perhaps leaving the three-point line wide open for guys trailing like Wemby. And here's a perfect example of it right here. Check out Fox. As you see Dyson Daniels, check out his positioning. He's anticipating that possible blow by Fox. But this is going to be a nice move right here that he's going to put on. Quick jab. Yeah, instant impact. And with the Hawks having their best defender just dropping back so far in that transition, it's a matter of time before Wemby just comes up, trails, and just pulls up from three. Here's another perfect example in transition. Look at Fox on this closeout. He's going to attack it. Daniels anticipates it. He knows he's quick. He's going to drop back. He's also going to draw attention from DeAndre Hunter. See, they both anticipate the blow by, and look at the amount of spacing it creates. Once again, this is a different dynamic with the Spurs. They have a player who is quick on ball, who puts constant pressure on the defense to protect the rim. Now, what are the odds? Tie game on the line. Fox blows by Daniels so easily. That's crazy. Daniels, one of the best defenders in the league. And within this contest, look how open it leaves things for the alien right here to just clean things up. This is a complete 180 from what we've seen from the Spurs in the past, with Wemby being there. Upon his first arrival, the Spurs really didn't have a guard who can get Wemby the ball in his spots. Now, fast forward to today, they got a guy who is so speedy on ball. It's insane. It's only him and Tyrese Maxey really in the league right now that have this type of ability. But it's one hell of an upgrade. Now, tie game once again. We got Dyson Daniels on Fox. And then we got DeAndre Hunter on Wemby. Now watch this screen that Wemby sets right here on Hunter. So Wemby right here, he ghosts the screen. He's on the roll. But Hunter's so concerned with the speed of Fox, afraid that he's going to go downhill. Got to anticipate it earlier. So he kind of overhelps on that ghost screen, which is a perfect move for Wemby in this scenario. It's going to put him to the line with a chance to ice this game. But very similar situation we're seeing play out here for the Spurs that the Philadelphia 76ers kind of utilized with the Joel Embiid and Tyrese Maxey 1-2 punch. And it's going to be lit when those two teams go up against each other. Hopefully Embiid could keep his body intact and stay healthy for that. But right here, we're seeing the quick impact of De'Aaron Fox's speed. We're going to take a look at that one more time. Look how they compromise defenses. See Wemby on this pick right here. You don't want Fox turning this corner because it's going to be hard to slow him down, especially with Trae Young as the help defender. You got the weaker defender right here. And also Wemby, he could pop out, or you're going to be afraid of him mainly on this roll. You really got to defend that. But this is a very nice goal screen by Wemby, showing the nice basketball IQ. Super, super smart, man. Oh, the Spurs got a championship player right here, boy. Here's another perfect play where the Spurs actually compromises defense. Fox, this time he's off ball with Dyson Daniels on him. And just watch slowly right here. They do not want him to turn. They're afraid of that. Dyson is trying to recover. Trae Young, the weaker defender, compromises everybody. And at the same time, you got to be afraid of the Wemby roll right here. I mean, even if they got the ball to Wemby on that roll, defense is a compromise. Going to have to double right here. Got the open corner shooter. Just so many options. See right here, Trae Young tries to avoid the switch, compromising Daniels. And at the same time, you got Wemby rolling. And CP3, if he gets in the right spot, it could be an open three-point shot. See Trae tries to avoid that. It's a clear path for a speedy guy like Fox. And it's good to see possessions like this from the Spurs, because sometimes Wemby, he gets caught up with doing too much, especially trying to get around guys where he's not strong enough yet. And plays like this is going to add some versatility to the Spurs, where Wemby, it's going to buy him a little time to build up that body and also catch defenses by surprise. Possessions like this is exactly what I'm referring to right here, where he's not quite strong enough to finish this in one go. And him being in these type of spots was a reoccurring thing, especially in his rookie season, getting the ball too many times up top, having to create, or let's say he got the ball down low, it would be an awkward pass. Then he would have to make something happen on three guys, but yet he wasn't strong enough to finish. So we see where Fox can actually add some more versatility to the Spurs offense. They kind of struggled with having a ball handler who can get Wemby the ball in his spots to cut down on possessions like this. And let's not forget, it's not only Wemby that the addition of Fox affects, it's also Steven Castle. Now, he does have the ability to play make, as right here, check him with this no-look pass to Sohan. Nice finish. But just watching the dynamic between him and Fox is going to be very interesting this season, because Vessel just being, I would say for right now, because he doesn't have necessarily a consistent jumper, he is sort of a defensive guard, but he does have that versatility to not only attack in the lane because of all of his strength, but he also has, point guard skills. He could play make, and just putting him alongside Fox with that speed, cutting off ball, just a couple of back doors, that's a deadly combination. You can only imagine those two in transition. Here's a perfect example of that transition. Look at Castle. The great strength, just pushing Wallace right off, and the great passing ability. So you could just imagine Fox with that combination, that speed, and then he just dumps it off to Castle with the strength. And then you have Wemby trailing as a three-point shooter, also for the alley pass for the dunk. Spurs are going to be fun to watch, man. And it goes to show you the importance of Castle. It makes you wonder if the Sacramento Kings possibly if they pushed the line and said we won't do the deal unless Castle is involved. You wonder if the Spurs would have closed on that deal. Because at 6'6", Castle's a perfect kind of Spurs player. Got strength, size, basketball IQ, and he plays defense. That fits the perfect description for the perfect apple out of the Greg Popovich tree. But the San Antonio Spurs, this De'Aaron Fox splash, just them using some of their first round picks. I believe they had 4 going into the 2025 draft. Them using it kind of signifies, they're getting with the times, because De'Aaron Fox does have that large contract that's looming, and the Spurs are more than likely going to give it to him. But hey, they're in a great position. It's about time we see Wemby get an upgrade as the Spurs begin to change the tier that they're operating in out of that Western Conference. NBA fans definitely deserve to see how Wemby would look like going into these playoffs. So we'll see how things play out. It is what it is. Until next time, you fellas, stay safe. Peace.